but some.
The ones
They're not
that,
actually building them, but they're in the plot.
oh, they're in the, oh, okay.
They're in the plot so that
The
if they
ones that
sell
go with that
them,
private road ordinance.
then there'll
that we
be
have.
something there.
There's gonna be something.
Yeah.
While you're talking,
Yeah.
the place behind Pepperoni Cow, do you know anything about what that is, or?
Yeah, it's the guy that at one time was renting from Paul Murphy that does welding.
Okay.
He does all types of welding. He's from Jetto. I know that. Beyond that, I can't.
Okay, but shouldn't he really have had like a compliance permit? I thought that we made that so that anytime a new business came in, even if they didn't change anything there, at least we'd know what was going on by.
Yeah, I agree they should have, but they didn't do it, Bob, and I didn't do much on
Like,
it.
is he doing anything?
There's a lot of problems with that property, and, Murphy bought it originally, cleaned it all out, ripped everything out of the building and cleaned all the mold out and put a new roof on it. And then he turned around and initially leased it to this guy, and now I think he's bought it. So I've kind of been keeping an eye on it. In fact, I noticed tonight that there's a dumpster sitting out there, not in an enclosure. I don't know if that's Pepperoni Cows or...
Oh, by the driveway, that's Pepperoni Cows.
That's what I figured.
And they seal coated that, they put it out there and they haven't moved it back yet.
Pardon?
When they seal coated that,
Was that why
a
it
month or
was there?
so, they moved it out there and they just haven't put it back. I don't know if they haven't told the people,
I don't know.
I mean,
the company or what.
does the guy do business out of there? I mean, like, if I wanted something welded?
He has a portable welding business.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
I
what it
was,
is?
On the truck.
I don't
Oh, he's
think
got the
he
welder
does.
on the truck.
right, I was in there the other day, Bob, I was actually looking to get something welded, and I thought I would go over there, and, I mean, there was somebody there, but it doesn't look like they do any welding in there. All it basically was a storage building for
I suspect.
stuff that they're gonna weld out on the job site, basically. I mean, there was no production,
Yeah.
there weren't even any welders in there, just
I think once in a
steel.
while they drop steel off in there so it's out of the weather and.
Yeah.
Right,
and
that's-
just
He has a contract with Myers and he also has a contract with Target, I think, for their stores. I mean, they do shelving and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy basically told me, no, we
I
don't
haven't
do
seen a
that kind
problem
of
with
stuff,
it or
so.
anything like that. So,
But it was
Why?
basically just storage.
And Barbara doesn't have a problem with sharing the driveway and things like that because
The
he really doesn't have his own.
guy's name's Bill Thrash. He lives over on North Road. He's lived over there for years.
Are we doing anything on tall grass? I mean, on tall grass? The house is empty, it's been sitting empty for, I think, 2 years now. I don't know, I don't think the bank has it though.
Who's?
Over on Charles Street, and it's just before you get to Bunker, it's on the south side, it's probably 30 inches tall.
Has it been 30 days since that
I think it's
thing was
it's
published?
Well-
July something, isn't it?
June 28th is when it becomes effective.
Okay, we can't do anything till June
I
28th.
can't do a thing until June
That's
28th.
Thursday.
Okay, that's Thursday, yeah.
Well, we also have Hobart's, which is a mess too. I don't know what to do with that. That's another one like Caravel's. I mean, you can be on that thing constantly. But it doesn't take effect until it's finished.
Well, the tall grass, the township will do it to remain on the property. That's the way it's going to work according to the ordinance, I think, isn't it?
So what would you do when it becomes
Yeah.
effective then? You would
Well,
issue a...
with the new ordinance, the township can go and cut the grass.
Right.
Mike and I have been talking about it, and one thing I pointed out to Mike that I found out from the county, we can go in and cut the grass and put it on a tax roll, but if that property goes up for tax sale and that, township is never gonna collect the money. The county's told me that flat, like Hobart's. We put the money out to do that. There's already assessments on Hobart's property for water and various other things. And they figure one of these days you're gonna get it and they're gonna sell it and the township's not gonna get a penny. Because they won't get enough money for it. And all the money that they get goes mostly to the county and to the state.
Okay. Well, you would think that
So,
we could
it's
still collect
a
our
question of-
money if they
It's
take it.
like dumping money into a hole, which you never.
There's a line. There's a line of people who,
Whoever gets the property.
But what Bill's saying is if they don't pay enough for the property, there's not enough money to pay off
Right.
all the debts, and we're on the bottom run of the ladder, so we
Exactly.
don't get paid off.
And they told me that flatly, because I checked on some,
That's
to be sure.
The
So I
best way
guess-
for the neighbors to just go cut it.
When it comes down to it.
Well, that's what I suggest. We've got a lot of pieces of property. I've got a file
Yeah,
that I
where's
keep on
Hobart's?
all over the township, and there's tons of foreclosures and bank, well, you know, ones and everything else that I can show you all over the township, that there's long grass and that. I don't know what we're gonna do. That's one of the things I need.
Would we need to talk to the board and have a budget for that?
I passed Val, you gotta sit right next to you.
Turn your hand on it. I mean, because it's gonna be
You can budget for it. I mean, we can,
it'll be a community service more than
What?
planning on getting reimbursed for it. If you're gonna start pushing the envelope and.
I'm not gonna cut my grass then, I want Al to come over and cut my grass for me.
well, you better quit.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna water it more, to get my money's worth when you come. I'll make sure it's 30 inches high.
I don't.
Home Valley Lake?
I've cut my neighbors a few times.
Where's Hobart's?
Charles, Memoir,
Lakeshore.
the house we burnt. I'm done with it.
Right on Lake Shore by Memoir there, if you look, you'll see it.
Only thing that's left there is weeds in the front porch.
Right, like you said,
Couldn't burn
even if
that?
we went to tax sale, what are they gonna get for that lot? Virtually nothing, so,
Exactly.
I mean, literally nothing, so.
Well, the house got taken out of there because the fire department went in and burned it for nothing. As a trainee.
They need to practice. They claim they can keep a fire going longer than any other township.
Kept it going long enough to get it on the ground. Good for a house 10 feet away.
That's smart.
Yeah, I wondered about that when I went by. I thought, man, that's kind of close. Yeah, that was close. I assume you kept a hose on that. I used to see how warm it takes to melt aluminum or vinyl. Hey. Are we back to citizen comments?
Yeah, unless anyone else has anything to say.